All right, we're on episode 3 now of trying to save Pauline this big John Deere. I did try to pull the cord on this mower when I first got it, even though the rewinder wasn't even hardly installed. I just wanted to see if it would fire at all, and it did not. And so I'm suspecting a bad plug or a bad coil, and the best way for me to check that is to put a spark tester on here, which I've got hooked up now, and it's hard for me to see it when I'm pulling the cord up top, so I got my wife to come out and help me, and the coil that was on there is this one, and I got nothing. And I did use a multimeter on it, and it was outside the range, acceptable range, so I'm not surprised it didn't work. So I installed another coil, got my wife to come back out and help me again, and this one shows sparks, so this coil should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the spark tester and get it off of here and reattach the plug. It's not easy to get this in the right spot. Okay, so that's clipped on. I actually need to check that plug and make sure that it's gapped and everything, but for right now I'm going to assume it's okay. All right, and see, I tried putting some starter fluid in here, and it just wouldn't do anything, and that's why I was suspicious of a bad coil. And there is, if I remember right, there is fuel in this tank, so I'm hoping that this carburetor's okay. I don't know if it is or not, but it looked like some moisture around the bulb there. Now, I've got the rewinder on just enough so I could pull the cord and check for spark, but I don't have it. It's everything installed properly, so I need to reattach the dipstick, which is over here. So I need to swing it back around. And attach it, but I just noticed there's 2 series of clips on this rewinder that have to be in position to not interfere with things. And the one back here, the 1, 2, 3 lips, the 2 are inside like it's supposed to, but this one is not, it's out. So I need to redo this thing again. So I've already got the rewinder on here. Unfortunately for me, you know, it would probably be okay to leave it that way, because I've at least got one under the rewinder, and it's not touching the linkage on the carb. So this might be okay. I think I may just leave it there just so I can at least test this thing and see if it's going to start or run or not. So I'm going to go ahead and swing that over and reattach the dipstick tube to the top of the rewinder. I need one of the little 5/16 screws to attach that. And there's one. Okay, and so I need to get my 5/16 socket. There we go. And I'm going to push down on this dipstick as I'm tightening this. That's solid as a rock. Okay. So in theory, I should be able to put some starter fluid in this thing and have it fire. Maybe I can do that with you guys, and we'll check it together. I don't necessarily need to attach the tank. It's in position. We've got the rewinder hooked up. That is engaging. I really need to check that plug though, so let me do that before I waste a lot of time trying to start this thing. So I need to get the right spark plug socket, which is this thing. It's a 5/8. See if I can put this on there. At least want to look at this plug, make sure it's not completely corroded or whatever. I've got it loose now. I can just turn it with my hands. We're going to look at this plug. Oh, wow. Not sure what all that was. Doesn't look too bad. Let me get a little brass brush here and knock the big stuff off. Anyway, is that brass? Yeah, that's brass. The plug looks good. So that's encouraging. Let me check the gap on this guy. What I want is 0.030 or 0.31. So I've got my little disc here that you can get at any auto parts store. And I'm going to start on the small side, run up here. The gap is too big, so I got to knock her down a little bit. No, still big. Tap, tap, tap. Still too big. Boy, that moved it. I think I hit it too hard. I need to open it back up again. I got it too narrow. Let me try this. That's not working, so I'm going to try this butter knife and see if I can move this thing up using that. Okay, so now we'll try it again here. I'm getting closer. Let me try the butter knife method again. Okay. It's still small. Let's see what that did. That's a little better. It's getting close. I'm going to work it over there just by hand. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's try it so I can get it on camera. So that is right on 0.030. Okay, so I'm going with that. So we gapped our plug. It was way too wide, then I hit it too hard, made it too narrow. Let me get this thing started. And there it is. Put this thing back in position. All right. With these long extensions, you got to be careful because it's easy to break these plugs just because of leverage. So I'm trying to be extra careful here. So that's snug. Now I'm going to re-engage the spark plug wire. That's definitely on there. I need to find a better look. There we go. That's a little better position. Okay, what I'm going to do is put this on the ground. And I'm going to squirt a little starter fluid right in there, in the carburetor opening, and see if it fires. If it does, then this mower has potential. So let me swing the camera out, and you'll be able to see what I'm seeing. It's out there. That's where I'm going to pull the cord on this guy. Got in the rain, unfortunately. Get some hearing protection and my starter fluid. I'm just looking to see if it's going to fire. If it starts, I'm going to shut it down almost immediately. All right, that is what you call success. So that big old mower I paid $20 for, self-propelled John Deere, may just be something. So we're going to try and turn Pauline into a good mower. That's the end of this episode. Stay tuned, guys.